Do you know what we're doing today, Abe? That's right. We're doing a cooking video. You don't look so impressed. All right, let's go. New York, day 2. The steaming sewers of New York. Sorry, too much. You think Montreal has a lot of orange cones? In New York City,
they have the big ones.
They have the big ones, eh? Yeah.
The big cone.
That's a big cone.
You want a donut? Everyone wants that donut that has sprinkles on top.
Okay, so first things first, we've been boxed in. As you can see, look at this.
There's a car behind you.
I know, I see the car, but look at this. Look at the box in. Look at that. We are doing a cooking collaboration with someone named Steve. I don't know his last name. He's doing a cooking video because he has a cooking YouTube show called Not Another Cooking Show. And he actually looks like a quasi-legitimate chef. He reached out to me once via Instagram a while back in July, like almost a year ago. And then we said, oh, maybe one day we'll be up in New York. Anyways, we're in New York. We're going to meet him, do a cooking collaboration video with him. What are we cooking, guys?
I was checking out his Instagram channel.
B-roll.
We're not in New York City anymore.
Cross County.
Are we in Yonkers?
I don't know, we're not lost yet. He said pick the food and we'll do a cooking video with the food, and Marion wisely suggested we actually cook a food that kids and people might eat for lunch. Chicken tenders and sweet potato fries is the food of the day that we're going to do a cooking video to, and I'm just going to do the backdrop interview with the food freak, Steve.
Sound the white picket fences.
Hello, we're looking for a collaboration, sir.
Oh, how are you? Don't park in a private spot over here. We're in New York. They'll tow you so fast.
All right, guys, well, we're going into somebody else's house, so basically treat it like Grandma's place.
Grandma's place.
We destroy Grandma's.
Treat it nicely.
Come, let's go learn how to cook. Maybe I can learn a thing or two today.
It's totally normal.
We're in the cooking location, and they have lighting, and they have like a...
Hello.
There's an actual cooking studio. Look at this. It's clean.
Come on, welcome.
Children, this is what our kitchen should look like.
We're gonna keep it this way the whole time too.
This is really, really amazing.
There's a rule of cooking that you need to know. It's called ABC.
I'm gonna say always be clean, but
Always be cleaning all the time. That's the best rule you can ever have in the kitchen.
always be... Here we can see what we're gonna make the chicken strips out of. That looks like
A little salad.
cheese. What's the cheese I'm looking for?
Parmesan.
Parmesan.
Sweet potato.
That's a big sweet potato. How old are you? 22?
33.
33! Oh my goodness!
I do YouTube stuff for a living.
Okay.
I actually own my own food truck in the city with my brother and one other person.
What kind of food truck?
Grilled cheese. And then I sort of like didn't know what to do for a while. A friend of mine who worked in advertising asked me to start shooting like social media photos, stage stuff for Tribe Hummus, and I liked it. I was sort of good at it, so I figured out how to use a camera, and that led me to sort of package all the skills I learned in the last 10 years into this show. Canon 5D, shooting at 60 frames per second. This is all the time shooting at 24 frames per second. I can pull this off and then throw this. Yeah, if you put a camera right here, it looks like a bright window shining light straight from the behind the stove.
And every now and again you can pretend you're holding a lightsaber.
That's typical dad joke.
I may be going to B&H to get me one of these.
Yes. Look it in the eyes like your best friend.
This camera right here. That's this camera. Hello, camera.
Hi, you're my best friend.
Nice to see you, camera.
So you guys are on, and I am backing out. Remember what you're learning so that I know how to do it. You actually cook for flavor and not just for pure sustenance.
I'm somewhat of a hedonist, so for sure I want to eat as well as I can every time I eat.
Don't get into bad habits, Mila.
Yay!
We're gonna spoil you today so that your dad has to try extra hard.
Let him show you. You go.
That's good. That's perfect. We can work with that.
Okay.
Yes.
We're talking about fried eggs.
Not me.
Do you want to mix it around? All salt does is make it taste more of what it should taste like.
My mother always told me that salt gives you high blood pressure and you have to not have a lot of salt.
A mix of regular Italian seasoned breadcrumbs.
And this.
This is panko. These are Japanese style breadcrumbs.
I think Ethan's world is being rocked right now. Japanese breadcrumbs? What?
I don't like french fries. I already told you that. It's too heavy.
All the nutrients are in the skin, so why don't we just leave them on? Try and get them as even as you can.
It's inside.
Why do you coat them in cornstarch?
So their sweet potatoes have a higher moisture content, so they're a little bit harder to get crispy. Coat them lightly in some of this cornstarch. That's just gonna help it achieve like a little crispy exterior.
If I learn nothing else today other than that, this has been a productive cooking day. What do you say? Booyakasha!
The way you cut a chicken really matters. If you cut it along the grains can't separate as easily. The grain is sort of running across the meat like that, so I want to cut the opposite way. Dad, come here. Lend me a hand.
That's my cue to stop vlogging. Hold on.
So what we want to do now is we've got this little crispy exterior. There's a lot of sugar in these, so they're going to get a nice little color. And this is where love comes in, you know what I mean?
Mila, are you remembering all of this? No. We're getting to the cooking of the chicken part, which is good because everybody's getting hungry. Are you hungry?
Olive oil has a little bit of a lower smoke point. So when you try and fry something like this, there's a likelihood that it could burn, even though I do fry chicken cutlets in olive oil, but that's just a stubborn Italian thing.
When Marion was telling me not to cook with extra virgin olive oil because of the smoke point, she was actually correct. Again.
I'm just going to add enough oil to sort of cover the bottom of the pan. So we're just going to drop them in.
This is when you cue the... How much oil does it absorb?
It only absorbs a lot when your frying temperature is off. If the temperature of the oil is right, it should not be greasy and like absorb lots of oil. And so we're just gonna let that go until we get color and we start to get a nice browning, and then you're done. You wanna make sure you take them off and put them on a wire rack, not like a paper towel line thing. This is just gonna make sure they don't get soggy when you're done cooking.
A big one.
Good? You want to go get one from Mom?
French fries.
Mmm. Wow. Delicious. Did you help make these?
Why are so many bubbles?
Delicious. What do you say?
Ethan, do you want to try some? No, that's fine, please. That's really good.
It's really, really good.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Simple. Forget about it. Who are you, Gordon Ramsay? Now we got a salad. Some arugula.
Salad.
Look at this.
That's chicken. That's chicken. That's chicken. Another.
I don't have any fancy sliders, so I just do this.
Amazing.
How is it?
It's amazing.
So what do we think, guys? New dinner on the weeknights? Who's in charge of that?
Nothing weird about this. Steve, thank you very much. That was phenomenal.
Thank you so much for having
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much for taking me. No, I'll start this all again. Thank you very much. That was absolutely delicious and phenomenal, and I'll try it at home.
Thanks for coming, man. I really appreciate you guys coming. I enjoyed hanging out with the kids and
They've
the family.
been very well behaved.
Nice family-friendly content for my show.
Awesome. We'll do it again.
Absolutely.
Subscribe.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, I've got an actual law-related conference call coming up in 1 minute. Ugh. And I gotta get quiet time from the kids in order to do it. Oh my gosh, it's on, okay. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. There's a part 3 coming to this because we're on spring break in New York. Tell your friends, grandparents, parents about my channel. Help me grow, I appreciate it. I gotta get on the call. It's on. Peace out.